Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, June the 1st. The year is 2026. Let's talk trading. Weekly open and gap, monthly open. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Let's start the month of June off properly with risk management in place so we don't lose more than we're willing to lose while we are trading. So let's just jump right into it. Right now, the pound is 26 pips below the monthly open, 53.54 off the high, and 16 off the low. And of course, the week is the exact same because this is a first day of the month, first day of the week. So as far as the week goes, the dashboard shows that there's still a couple of open gaps on New Zealand pairs and on the dollar yen. We're putting in the opening range for the month, the opening range for the week right now. And as you can see, we are below the opening range of the year's low by about 11, 12 pips at the moment. For the year, we are 35 pips below the yearly open, 446 off the high, and 264 off the low. Notice for the month, we're in the lower wick zone of the previous month. Remember, price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. We had an inside bar 7 days ago. We're within that range. We had an inside bar 4 weeks ago. We're below that range. And we had an inside bar 4 months ago, and we are below that range. And there's lots of inside bar action on the dailies across the pairs. Speaking of range, pounds clocking in at 69 right now. The new beast, also known as the pound New Zealand, is at 247. Euro New Zealand 203. Australian New Zealand 111 pips. So something must be going on with New Zealand. In fact, I watched a 60 Minutes Australia. They were talking about their economy, so I'm wondering if something's going on in that part of the world. We went up through the buy zone, looks like towards the end of the Asian, beginning of the London session. Now during New York session, we've crashed right through that weekly open, through the short zone, and we have bounced off of a low of 34.066. And there's enough room for the green rats to start feasting. Bambino Flex said to go long. Pivot Trading Plan said to go short near the pivot, and that happened, let's see, this candle? Yes. And it's said to go long near S1, so Pivot Trading Plan's on the money right now. Speaking of the pivots, we've taken out today's pivot, we've taken out the weekly pivot, and we have not taken out the monthly pivot yet. Oh no, yes we have. This is last year's. Yeah, we've taken out the monthly pivot the first day of the month. Let's see, what was that pivot? 64, and we hit 76. So yeah, we took that pivot right out. I must be half asleep because if you don't have the line here, then that means the pivot's been taken out. In and out of the previous trading days upper wick zone, in and out of the previous day's lower wick zone. We did go down to once again 0.06 or 0.066. So we only went down by almost 2 pips, but that's still a break. So we're now in that lower wick zone of the previous trading day. And let's see, we are talking about the month. So let's take a look. The monthly time frame real quick. Right now, 69 pips of range. And we're just getting started. I'm trying to see, there's really nothing interesting here to tell so far, except, let's see, the red rats, high minus close 54, green rats close minus low 15. So rats be making money, and the weekly or monthly open crossover traders, high minus open 27 to the north, and open minus low 42 to the south. So once again, that's going to be the same as the weekly. Simple price action trading. We had a lower high here. And we went through the previous day's low, but then bounced and we came back up. These current and the past two M30 candles, nice range to trade, pips to be made. We drop it down to the 1 minute. You had an outside bar there. Take that break, follow indicator 2. Some of these trades, people can say hindsight, but we do the same thing day after day. It's not hindsight. Let's see, we're above the highest low here on M1. We are below the lowest high still on M30. So kind of crossover signals are crossed there. Let's see, sell trend pullback, selling the rally, price tested the falling EMA and held structural resistance. Flow state, got some deep pullbacks here, they say. This is something I've been trading recently, past week or so. In fact, I was trading it today. Got me out of a jam. Did something dumb. I was long here. I had a chance to make like about a pip. A 1 ball appeared, and I didn't take it. It came down. So then I had to trade my way out of that mess. And so right here, when it spiked up, my TP was at 24.6, if I remember correctly. But with this, the order flow, along with the previous midpoint, you can see here, it's like if these two line up, all you have to do is I bought like for the first 3 or 4, and then I let it ride. I should have bought here, 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 and here on these opens. I would have been out sooner, but I still got out, made my pips. And then you can see here, there was a signal, a short there, but usually you have to wait a candle because you'll get the previous mid, but then you have to wait for this candle to close to see about the order flow. But it was still good, that short, maybe 1 or 2 pips. But this is something that just keeps things really, really simple. And so like I had said earlier, I didn't take that exit when I had the opportunity because I looked on another chart to see that there was a 1 ball there. But it would have been easy to see it even without it, because if you look here, you look at 5 candles, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And then right there when it broke it, that would have probably put the one ball in, because see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, and that's the highest high. So over the past 5 candles, so it's not like price didn't want to warn me, but actually I was looking for it to go even higher, to at least maybe get to the midpoint of the previous M30. But sometimes you just have to read price action, what the market's telling you, not what you think could possibly happen or what you want to happen. And sometimes you just have to get smacked upside the head to realize, yeah, you should take a look at those things before you get smacked. Okay, range by month, only 18. Oh, no, this is ATR percent. We're at the 18th percentile, or 18% ATR. Let's bring these down. Let's see where we are. Down 0.25 since the open of the year, percentage-wise. Year-to-date accumulated range. We haven't pushed it since March. Something to be aware of. Okay, let's zoom out to the month. Price turning down inside that lower wick zone of the previous month. Seller strong control. Lower high, higher low inside bar at the moment. That's first day of the month, to be expected. Sometimes we do have a breakout on the first day of the month. Let's zoom into the week. Inside the lower wick zone, seller strong control. Cross below the previous mid and the pivot. Lower high, higher low inside bar for the week so far. And for the day, inside the lower wick zone, seller strong control, below the previous mid and pivot, lower high, lower low, so we've got a lower bar. So interesting, we did have some red news, which sounded like it was good for the dollar, except its pound is going up. But you can see here before the news came out, they were pushing it down. Now, a little bit more in the order flow. Yeah, this is by chart period, so it'll look a little different, but still here. You see, there was a nice, you had a red here, and then all of a sudden you get the green move. And if you bought at the open, you could have maybe picked up 5 pips. Nice and quick. And the other thing, it was funny, I had, there's one trade this morning, I guess I was still half asleep. These 4 were red, and then this one flipped to green, and I went in. But I forgot, it's like, well, wait a minute, these 3 here are all red. I might want to think about that. And that's why I like these multimeters, because, you know, with a glance, you can see what's happening on all the charts, as opposed to having to do this and do this and flip back and forth. That's just something, that's just one way I like to do it. And once again, this is statistics. And so if you'd like to trade statistics or using statistics, you might like that. So, fellow traders, I hope everybody has a profitable month in June. And just make sure your stop losses are in place. Don't get lax, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.